Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Kandindima. We are going to do this question. In a bag, there are 4 blue marbles, 3 red marbles, and 2 white marbles. What is the probability of picking at randomly a red marble? So we are going to use a formula. You can say probability of picking a red marble is equals to n over t. This n, it is the number, the selected number of outcomes, then t is the total. So the selected number of outcomes was red, because here they are saying red marble. How many were red marble? So we don't know. They are just saying picking at random. So we are going to put 3 here over. Now, how many? What was the total? In short, what was the total in that bag? The total in that bag was 3 plus 4 blue plus 2. What are we going to get? 3 plus 4, we're getting a 7, because we say 3 plus 4, we're going to get a 7 plus 2, which is a 9. So the total here was 9. So we're going to say 9. Okay? Then simple mathematics, we're going to say 3 here, 1, 3 here, 2. Why are we using 3? Because 3 can enter in both. Can go into in both numbers. So you're going to, the answer, final answer, it will be 1 over 3. This is your final answer. This is your final answer. But if the numbers, if you don't have any number that can go into these two numbers, you can leave it like that. But the final answer is 1 over 3. That is the final answer. We go to the second one. The second one states solve the equation 2x squared plus x minus 3 is equals to 0. When you see such an equation, we're using factorization of common factor. Besides common factor, we are using the factorization of sum, product, and factor. We're using the factorization of sum, product, and factor, and we're finding the value of x as long as you are seeing it is equated to 0. So this is what we're finding. So we're using the factorization of product, sum, and factor. So we're going to say product, I'm going to use p. Product, I'm going to use p, and then sum, then factors. So what is my product? We all know that when we're doing factorization of equations, we all know that we have our a, our b, and our c, the constant. These a, b, and c are constant numbers. So for us to find the product, we're going to say a times c. That is a product. For the sum, it is the number that is on the middle, which is the b. Then for the factors, we are going to come. So what is our product? Our product, what is our a? Our a is 2, then times, what is our c? Our c is -3. When you multiply, what are we getting? We're getting -6. So our product there is -6. Then what is our sum? Our sum is the number that is on the mid, which is on this equation, the one that is on the mid, which is the one that has x. So we're going to say it is 1. And then the factors now, we are looking for 2 numbers. Listen to this one. For the factors, you're looking for 2 numbers such that when you multiply those 2 numbers, you are getting the product, which is -6. Then when you add or subtract, you are getting the sum, which is 1. I repeat, you're looking for 2 numbers such that when you multiply those 2 numbers, you are getting -6. The same 2 numbers that you have gotten, when you add or subtract, you are getting 1, which is +1. So what are those 2 numbers? It is -2 times, -2 and 3. Because when you say -2 times 3, we're getting -6. Then -2 plus 3, we're getting +1. So our factors here, it is -2, 3. So after we have found this now, we're going to replace these factors where the sum is. Where the sum is in the equation, we're going to replace the factors by saying it will be now 2x squared. You're getting the factors. Minus 2x. Don't forget you're putting these factors with x. Then plus 3x. Then minus 3 is equals to 0. Then when you reach here now, you're factorizing using common factor here and also this equation common factor. So when we are using common factor, your factorization of common factor, we are going to factorize first these two that are in front. What is common? You are going to find that your 2 is the one that's common. So the one that's common, you divide in both sides. 2 and 2. I mean 2x, sorry, and 2x. You are dividing. The one that is common is 2x. Then when you divide 2x here, you're going to get 2 is cancelled, and then x, what remains is x. Then 2 is cancelled, and then x is cancelled, then to be 1. Have you seen? Because everything is cancelled. Same this side. What is common here? What is common is 3. So you are going to divide both sides by 3. So you are going to write your 3 here. Then you divide both sides by 3. 3. So this is 3. Divide 3, what remains is x. Then it will be 1. When the 3 enter there, it will be 1, equals to 0. Then what you are seeing is that these two are common. So we're going to pick one by saying, before we pick one, we put this and this guy, these two in brackets. So we're going to say 2x, then plus, it is a plus, 3, close. You are going to pick one because they are just common. X minus 1, then equal 0. Then when we reach here now, since it is equated to 0, we are finding the value of x. If it wasn't equated to 0, we could have finished the answer from here. But since it is equated to 0, we're going to say 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. So we're going to say 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. Then or x minus 1 is equals to 0. Then here, when we do our mathematics, we're going to say this 3 and 0 are like terms, so it will be 2x is equals to positive 3 when jumps and equal sign to be minus 3. Sorry. It is positive when jumps and equal sign to be negative 3. You divide both sides by 2 to find the value of x. 2. X is equals to negative 3 over 2. Or this side, when the negative 1 jumps and equals sign to be, x is equals to 1. Because it is negative, when jumps and equals sign becomes a positive. So this is how we find.